I'm gonna ask if you share your page and let everybody know that we are on. Share your page. Hello, Mr. Johnny Marshall. Bless you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
All right. Hello, Instagram. How art thou? How are you? How are you, Instagram? Bless you.
Good
We got
evening.
everybody
Good
up.
evening. Good evening.
AP, how are you? All right. We are just waiting for others to come on. We're giving you some time. Oh, boy.
Hey, Sister Claudia. Bless you.
Hello, how are you?
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Yes. This is going to be a good lesson tonight. You have to stick with it. Hey. You got to stick with it. Hear what we're saying to you. I think what I'm going to start doing is turning the device to the side so that you all can see both Pastor and myself on Facebook. Because it's always hard to get both of us on with the device, like this. It needs to be turned like that. So we're going to try it out next time. But God bless you. We're not going to try it out right now, but God bless you. We're so happy that you tuned in to Living Single. Great time in your life. We waited for a few minutes for others to come on. And so we're getting ready to begin our sessions and get started. All right. I'm asking you to share your page. Let others know that we're on, and we're going to talk to the singles about living a happy single life. Tonight, we're going to talk about wisdom for choosing a man. I know this towards the women, but I got something for the men as well. My husband going to deal with the women, when it comes to choosing a man. And then I'm going to just jump in there from time to time and talk about men and what they really go through with women. All right. All right. Well, Pastor.
Well, first of all, we're so glad to have all of you all that are with us tonight. It is always a blessing to be able to minister to you.
Yeah.
To serve you every Saturday. I tell you, during this pandemic, we have been faithful. You have been faithful coming and hearing what the wisdom that we're giving you. I tell you, at this stage and age of your life, being single, you are right where God wants you right now. And I tell you, you're not a second-class citizen. God loves you.
Yeah.
And notice I did not say God loves you too. I didn't say that. I said God loves you, and he loves you like he ain't got nobody else to love.
Yeah.
And there's so many advantages that you all have now in your single state.
Yeah.
I mean, you can praise the Lord all you want. You can go on trips. We can't go too many trips now. But you understand.
They're traveling now, so you can go wherever you want now.
Well, I'm just saying because of the pandemic, people may have not been traveling as much.
Yeah.
But you ain't got to report to nobody. If you want to make some macaroni and cheese, you can eat it all by yourself. You ain't got to ask nobody, hey, you want to eat macaroni and cheese tonight? What you want to eat tonight? You go to the movie, you do everything you want to because you single.
Yeah.
And my God, if you want to fast and pray for 7 days, you ain't got to say, hey, is it okay if I fast? You okay with that? No. You got a good life going on.
Yeah.
So we want to give you some nuggets tonight, just some wisdom tips. And I'm going to be sharing some things to the ladies because you all have my heart. I want the best for you. And God got a tailor-made man for you.
Yes.
And you don't have to go and get something off the rack and try to help it fit you. No. He's got something tailor-made for you. And we want to share some wisdom to you and with you tonight that perhaps can help you when you are doing what you can to choose a man, and let me say the right man or the best man for you. We just want you to consider some of these things. May not be all the things you need to consider, but it's something to make you think about some things when it comes down to men. Because a lot of men, they will put their best foot forward.
Yeah.
And then they'll act. But it's so long for you to act. The real you is going to come out.
That goes for women too.
And that goes for women too.
I'm finding out women can put on an act better than actresses in Hollywood. You know, and you know, my heart goes out to the men because hey, God bless you. Is that Pastor John Collins? God bless you.
My cousin Keith McLendon, I see you. Brother Sister Karen Allen, good to see you all. My goodness, Pastor John Collins doing an outstanding job on the west side of Chicago. Bless you, preacher.
Sister Veronica, God bless you.
Man, all of you that have joined.
But I'm finding out that a lot of women, they put on an act, and so men can't tell if they're real or not as well. That's true. And men, my heart goes out to men because, you know, they gotta, you know, cipher through all that stuff. Yeah. They gotta go through all that to try to get to the real woman and see if this is who they want to ask to be their wives. Yeah. But I don't want to get off into that yet. I want you to do the women wisdom for choosing a man. So
we're gonna get started, and just a few things that ran across my mind that when we are giving spiritual guidance to different couples and to singles, things that cross our mind, and these will help you if you just take notes and just listen and just think about what I'm saying. It can help you when it comes down to you choosing your potential mate, your potential husband. I see you, Sister Dr. Gregory. God bless you. First of all, listen to me. I want you, when you are thinking about choosing a potential mate for the rest of your life, I know some of y'all want to get married. Some of y'all perhaps could be dating now, or you're checking out somebody. Well, you come to the right place tonight. We're going to help you. Yeah. We're going to help you. First thing I want you to do is pay attention. This is for the ladies now. Pay attention to how this particular man handles his mother. Uh-oh. You thought it was going to be some real spiritual, right? Uh-oh. Pay attention to how the gentleman treats his mother, how he handles his mother, how he honors his mother, how he speak and talk to his mother. Why, Pastor? Because if he really knows how to love his mother, and I've been living long enough to check all of this out now. If he really knows how to love his mother, he will really know how to love you. That's right. Now, don't be turned off. Don't be turned off by what I'm saying. And don't be turned off by a man that loves his mother. That's right. That's, oh, man, he's just a mama's boy. You want a mama's boy. Was I a mama boy? Oh, my God, were you a mama's boy? Oh, yes, Lord. Jesus. Yes, Lord. Yeah. And don't be turned off. Oh, he's a mama's boy. Pay attention to how that mama's boy is treating his mother. That's right. Now, listen to me. Reality in this is a man learns how to honor women. Yeah. Women in his life. He learns how to honor women by his relationship and through his relationship with his mother. That's right. He has the capacity to love you properly. That's right. If he loves and treats his mother right. Even if his mother has passed away, how does he speak about her? In reference to his mother? I think that's very key to you ladies that are looking or believing God for your potential mate. He that finds a wife, we know finds a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when he approaches you, start paying attention. If you start dating him, pay attention
Yeah.
To how he is treating his mother.
Right.
Okay, y'all got that?
Yeah.
That's good wisdom. Now I'm gonna move on, but I want you don't throw him out. He's a mama's boy. No, because I hear that all the time. You ain't nothing but a mama's boy. No, check out that mama's boy because it's through her he is learning or has learned how to treat women.
That's right.
And God forbid if you got a gentleman that's cussing his mama out, calling her the B word.
Yeah.
If he calls his mama the B word,
you can only imagine.
Well, you know, your day.
Yeah.
That ain't funny. Your day coming. Let me not laugh at that. Your day is coming.
Oh, yeah.
If he's doing that to his mom.
That's right.
Number 2. Watch this one now. Watch this one now. This is something that people don't like to talk about too much. Pay close attention. I didn't even say pay attention. I said pay close attention.
Yeah.
To his friends.
Ooh, now that's powerful.
Pay close attention to his friends.
Yeah.
Who he's hanging out with, who he has no problem hanging out with, who he looks forward to hanging out with.
Yeah.
Pay attention to those other guys that he wants to be around all the time because like draws like. I always mess up that saying, birds of a
feather flock together.
Birds of the same
Birds of a feather.
Birds of a feather. Y'all
flock together.
So watch it. So if his friends, let me just use an example. I'm trying to be nice with this. If his friends, how can I say that? If his friends are off, or if his friends, here come a word, are whorish, and he can't wait to be around them, he could be putting on an act.
Yeah.
When he's with you.
That's right.
Ooh, I'm saying some stuff tonight. Y'all ought to give me some love or something, some hearts or something. Saying, Pastor, that's right. That's right. Tell me something.
Yeah.
Y'all mighty quiet out there in virtual land. Y'all mighty quiet out there. If his friends are off, they like to do a lot of cussing. They're calling all the women bees, and I mean, they're really not about nothing. They ain't got no job. They like to stand on the corner or whatever. And the guy that potentially wants to be with you, he loves being with them. He could be putting on an act.
Yeah.
When he's around you.
That's right.
Hold on, I'll be back, y'all. I got to straighten up now. I can't drink right now. I can't do no more drink. I have to drink y'all when I get back. I got to go see her.
Yeah.
Because he want to put his best foot forward.
That's right.
When he comes around you.
That's right.
So he's so sweet. Listen, we sing this. I mean, he's giving you his best. How you doing today? How was your day? Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's woozing you in, or he's doing all this bad, wooing you in. Mm-hmm. So pay attention to those guys he's hanging out with.
That's right.
If he's hanging out with losers, he may be a loser. I don't know him. I just want you to check out who he's hanging out with, because again, he could be putting on an act. But I found out grown men don't hang out with little boys.
All right now.
Y'all heard me?
Oh gosh.
Y'all heard me?
Oh, look, it's deep tonight. I want y'all to know it's deep tonight.
Grown men ain't hanging out with little boys. That ain't about nothing. They ain't got no purpose. Ain't got no plan.
No
ain't got no vision. No goals.
That's right.
I mean, you ain't got no time to waste.
That's right.
I'm helping you ladies. That's what I'm doing. I'm here to help the ladies tonight because you are our queens. We gotta look out for you all.
I'm gonna help you, man. I'm coming your way in a minute. I'm just gonna pass it. Go ahead on with the women, you know.
I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna
But
go
go
quick.
ahead. No, don't go quick. No, go ahead.
All
Take
right.
your
So
time.
number one, pay attention how he treats his mom. Pay attention to who he hangs out with, who his friends are. Get ready now. Pay attention. Number three, to his dedication to his job, work, his work ethic.
Yeah.
Huh? He ain't got no job. Wait a minute now. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh, Pastor ain't talking to me because what I'm interested in, he ain't got no job. Wait a minute. Back up. We got to start with you all over again. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no work.
But
He ain't got no income coming in.
I got to take up for my men on here. You know,
What part?
especially
I know what
during
you're
the
gonna
pandemic.
say. I know what you're gonna say.
You know, jobs are scarce. Now, I want to say this because when we first got together and stuff, you didn't have a job either.
Wait a minute now. Let's back up.
What happened? What you were in school?
That's right. I was in school.
Right.
I had a plan.
Exactly. You had a plan, but I'm just saying you didn't have no money.
I saw
the potential.
Yes.
And you always talked about your goals. You always talked about your plan.
Yes.
So, you know, if the man is talking about a plan, and he might not have a job right now, something could have happened. He could have lost his job, or he just got out of school, or whatever the case may be. You know, what you need to look for is the potential, the goal. What is his goals? And if he's working towards those goals. He might not have a job right now, but is he working towards those goals? Okay, go ahead. That's what I'm
saying. So I want you to check out his work ethic. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And don't get upset if he has a strong work ethic.
That's right.
Why? Because that means he has a good sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
You want someone that's going to have a work ethic.
Yeah.
Y'all got me? If he goes to work every day, it speaks volumes of his character.
Yeah.
All right. So pay attention to how dedicated he is when it comes down to his job. Or if he can meet someone, you know, half as good as I was in school, college, that thing may work out for you.
Yeah. No, seriously, but you know, you got a lot of men that, you know, I hear people talk about they don't have a job or whatever, well, they could have lost their job. And so women that get lost in the fact that they don't have a job and they forget to look for the potential or what is the plan of the man.
Yeah.
What does he want to do and stuff? And he's working towards it. He just don't have the job. Gotcha. And it's not like he's not looking for a job. It's just not available at this time.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to look at the potential of your mate or of your potential mate.
Don't let them sit around and say, well, you know.
Yeah, if you sit around playing games.
Did you get paid today?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Ain't just the 15th?
That's a problem.
What we going to do today?
And so even after you got out of school, you know, you took on 2 jobs. Yeah. Until you found a job that you really went to school for. Yeah. But you went to Mrs. Fields and you had a night job. So the day you worked with Mrs. Fields cookies, and then at night you worked at that gas station.
Don't bring up Mrs. Fields cookies. Not Mrs. Fields cookies. Oh my goodness.
But I'm just saying, you know, you had 2 jobs because you know, you didn't have the job that you wanted and that you was looking for. It didn't come. It wasn't available at that time. But you didn't sit down and wait.
That's right.
You got up and you went and got a job with Mrs. Fields. And I didn't want you working 2 jobs because I didn't see you a lot as much. You know, so, and then I didn't like being at home by myself at night.
Yeah.
And so I went into prayer. But anyway, that's another story. If the guy has potential, don't throw him, don't kick him to the curb. Don't kick him to the curb because that might be just that good man. That could be that good man. That man for you.
So if he has this good work ethic, more than likely he's going to do all he can to be a good provider for you. So number 1, pay attention to how he treats his mother. Mm-hmm. Number 2, pay attention, I said close attention to who his friends are and who he loves to hang out with. Mm-hmm. Then number 3, we said pay attention to how dedicated he is to working, having a job, his work ethic. Number 4, Watch this now. Pay attention. Listen to me. I better put a closer on here. Pay close attention to his conversation about God.
Yeah.
Pay close attention.
Yeah.
Listen to me now. Pay close attention to his conversation about God.
Yeah.
Now, I'm about to say something that may be a little controversial,
Mm-hmm.
but listen to me. Don't you always, or let me just say, don't you be the first one to talk about God.
Mm-hmm.
Controversy. Because I know you want to say, I love the Lord. He heard my cry. I know you want to go there. Don't you be the first one to talk or bring up the conversation about God. Why? Because if this is going to be your potential mate that you're thinking will be your potential mate, he will be the one that will be leading you. So he needs to have a real relationship with God himself.
Yeah.
To the point, he's going to bring up the conversation about God.
Yeah.
Instead of you, bringing a conversation about God, he knows how you feel about God. So now he may have to put on an act.
Yeah.
And, start talking about God because he knows how big God is in your life.
Yeah.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? You done told him about God. God is my salvation. God is my everything. God is my A to Z. And he really likes you.
Yeah.
He ain't say nothing about God. You doing all
the talking.
Let me calm down. You doing all the talking about God.
Yeah.
So, and he's really interested in you because for more reason than one, you understand?
Yeah.
So he may say, well, let me come up with something. And first thing he said, well, because you don't put God out there so much. He done came with something, Jesus wept.
Yeah.
I know the Lord too. Jesus wept.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm saying this, and here I'm saying this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you be the first one to bring up the conversation about God.
That's right.
Let him be the one.
That's right.
Because if it's going to be your potential mate, he's going to be leading you and guiding you.
That's right.
So don't let him just chime in because you done showed him how big God is in your life. Mm-hmm. He needs to be the one who takes the lead into the conversation about God. Amen. When it comes down to God. I hope y'all got that. Amen. I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying there. Mm-hmm. So, and then that way, wait a minute, he must be real because he the one that brought God up. I didn't. Right. You know what your stance is on God. Right. You got to find out what his is.
And he's always saying the man upstairs. The man upstairs where? On the second floor? What? If he can't say God, if he can't say Jesus, that might be a red flag for you.
Right. I think that's a very critical one because I know most of you all that are listening to me on here tonight, you are believers in the Lord Jesus Christ. You have taken a stand to live a Christian single life. So, and you want to date, you are attracted to men. There's nothing wrong with that. But number one, pay attention to how he treat his mother. Talk about his mother, honor his mother. Number two, pay close attention to his friends, who he's hanging out with, who he loves to be around. Number three, pay attention to his dedication of his work on his job dedication, his ethic, his work ethic. Pay attention to that. Number four, pay attention to his conversation about God. Got a couple more. Pay attention to who he is following. What do you mean by this? Who does he allow to speak into his life? Mm. Yeah. If he has a strong biological father in his life, watch that relationship. See how that relationship is going. Pay attention to that relationship. Mm-hmm. If he has a pastor or a spiritual father or a spiritual leader, See how that relationship is going, because if this is going to be your potential husband, if y'all, if you all decide to get married, well, you're going to be submitting to him, but he's going to be submitting to somebody else, which eventually is going to involve you. So you got to watch who he allows to speak into his life.
Yeah.
It is terrible to submit to a man who does not submit to anyone. Can't no one tell him what to do. Because if you all again decide to get married, there will be some challenging days in your marriage. It just happened as part of life. You have some challenging days, and he's going to need somebody, watch this, to speak in his life to keep him focused.
Yeah.
If he get off track, he's going to need somebody to say something to him to get him back on track.
Yeah.
So pay attention to who he is following. If he always say, "Get nobody tell me what to do. I'm my own man." Now he a man just like me. And then his biological father may not be in his life, or he don't have a good relationship to his biological father. Then he talked about the preacher. That preacher had nothing to watch that. Be careful. Be very watchful of that. That preacher ain't gonna tell me nothing. He put his pants on just one leg at a time, and be watchful if no one can tell him anything.
Yeah.
Because we all need somebody to help us.
Now, this is not a male bashing message.
No, my brother. I'm talking to my ladies.
Yeah, talking to the ladies right now. I'm going to come and I'm going to talk to the brothers about certain things when it comes to women. I'm coming back in a few minutes, but I want you to hear this. Just hear it. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
Yeah. Oh, no man bashing. We just talking and helping the ladies out. And the brothers that are on here probably said, "That's right. Y'all need to come talk to me."
That's right. Yeah.
Y'all come talk to me. I got together.
Yeah.
Amen. Finally, then I let you come on in.
No.
Of course you want to. I would think you would like a man that you would like looking at, that you're attracted to. I would think you would like that. But I don't want you to get too shallow on that point and become so shallow that the only thing you looking at in a man is external. On the outside, he bow-legged. He got good hair, girl.
He tall,
dark, and handsome. And that's all you going by. He's the one.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good. He got good hair. He's bow-legged. He got a six-pack. Tall, dark, and handsome. And you're going to make your entire decision for him to be your potential husband.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know you want someone probably you want to look at and say, he's pleasant to look at. But don't let that be the only way or the only decisive thing you do to make sure you lock him down.
Right.
All right. So number one, how does he treat his mom? Number two, pay close attention to his friends who he like to hang out.
Yeah.
Number three, pay attention to how dedicated he is to his job, his work ethic.
Yeah.
Number four, pay close attention to his conversation about God.
Mm-hmm.
Number five, pay attention to who he's following. Who does he allow to speak into his life?
Yeah.
And then the final thing, don't just base it on external things.
Yeah.
I hope that helps some of you all tonight. Again, I kind of geared toward the women tonight. Wisdom for choosing a man, a good man, the best man for you. All right, brethren, don't go nowhere. Dr. Hill about to say something.
Well, I'm just going to say just a few things. I'm not. I didn't go as deep as my husband. But I want to say to, well, first of all, let me just say this to the women. My heart goes out to men because they have to try to get through all the the stuff when it comes to selecting a woman. Go ahead.
No, I saw somebody put on that easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I like that easy on the eyes. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, that's okay. And so women, when it comes to men they want to meet you, they want to come up to you, but you have such a this is the best way I can say it, you all. I'm sorry, but this is the best way I can say it. You have such a stank attitude.
Oh Lord.
You know, I mean, you look good to him, you keep yourself up and all of that, and he wants to approach you. And you know, some men might be nervous because they don't know how women are going to react. And then you have such a stank attitude, and he's like, oh, well, forget this. You know, one thing I found out in this life is for women, it's not hard to get a man. It's not hard to get a man, but it's very challenging to keep one.
Oh, watch out here.
Very, very challenging to keep one.
Uh-oh.
You know, men gonna look at you, they move by what they see. If you look good, you got yourself, you know, you keeping yourself up and all of that. Oh yeah, they gonna talk to you. Hey baby, what's up? You know, or whatever they say nowadays. But then, and they get to meet you and they talk to you and everything. But then you have such a bad attitude. I mean, he can't do anything right. And this is just started. This is just the first week y'all met. And you kind of going off because you brought in the past relationship into the one that could be a future relationship. And so your attitude is so bad and you're so messed up until he's like, let me back off. And you wonder why he didn't call you for the second date. You know, you need to tweak that a little bit, women. And you need to, the past is the past. You know, even the Bible says, forgetting those things that are in the past, forgetting those things that are behind me, you know, and press towards your future. You know, some of you all might have the man that you're talking to now that could be your future husband, but you're running him off because of your bad attitude. You know, change your attitude. He is not the one that hurt you. He is not the one that ran off with your friend or ran off with your mother or ran off with your sister or ran off with whoever. He is not the one who did that. It was the one that you were with before in your past that did it. Give him an opportunity to show you who he is. You understand? Give him an opportunity to show you who he is, you know, and enjoy. Don't wonder, okay, when is the shoe gonna drop? Okay, this is too good to be true. You didn't pray, you didn't ask God to send you this man. God send you the man, and now you like, okay, when is the shoe gonna drop? Okay, he too good to be true. Every man is a dog. I know better, honey. I've been in this life too long. I already know. You know, you're not giving him an opportunity to treat you as the queen that you are. You know, and then you got men that are, I don't want to say afraid, but they're cautious to introduce themselves or to go and meet women, because women are sometimes you'll be so cold-hearted. You'll be so cold and you feel like, well, he needs to break through all that. No, he don't. No, he don't. You got to warm up. You got to get yourself together. Warm up, because it's men that probably have approached you already, but they backed up because of your bad attitude and what you're carrying. Watch what you're carrying. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. I always want to I want to always address the men as well, because I think men got it, to me, men got it hard, because they got to be concerned about whether they're going to be rejected by the women, because they're approaching women.
And men don't like rejection.
And men do not like rejection.
But a lot of times they get rejected because they're not ready. And we deal with this.
Well, you got some men that are not ready. They're not ready, they just come acting crazy. Well,
for no commitment.
Then they should not approach you. And if they do approach you,
sometimes
and you know
they're afraid of commitment.
That's true.
It's tough on them.
That's true.
But that's
it is. It's life. You got most men are afraid of commitment, and women want a commitment. They want to go at you, and they want to keep beating you until you change your mind. That is not going to make a man change his mind. It's not. You know, you have to, with loving kindness, just like God said, with loving kindness have I drawn you. You know, if that man is telling you, I'm not ready right now, I'm not ready, then you all should not have a committed relationship to the point where you're saying, okay, well, I'm not going to see anybody and you're not going to see anybody. You shouldn't have that because that's a commitment. That's a commitment. That's saying I don't want you to see nobody, but I ain't ready to marry you yet. But I don't want you to see nobody. No, it don't work like that, brother. Okay. All right.
That's it that I had tonight. Wisdom for choosing the best man for your life or man for your life.
Yeah.
Hope you got something out of it.
Any questions? YouTube, you can ask questions because I have the chat line up, so you can ask chat questions. Instagram, you also can ask questions. Facebook, you can ask questions. We are here for you. We are here for you. This is a short, sweet lesson, but it's deep. It's heavy. It's gonna help you along the way, along your journey. Any questions? We'll wait for you to type in your questions. Very good nuggets, Pastor. All right. Very good nuggets.
Thank you, Sister Karen. Bless you. Jesse Walker and who is that? Real Washington. Bless all of you all.
Yeah.
Vivian, Dolores, Craig. Miss Sage 37.
Yeah.
Bless all of you all coming on.
We're waiting for your questions. I know it's like a little, maybe a 30-second delay or something like that. So we're giving you a chance to type in your questions.
And while you're waiting, tomorrow we will be, we got a question. Go ahead. What's that question?
No, go ahead and finish what you're saying.
Tomorrow we will be on the 45th Street, 615 East 45th Street, inside our church building. And our assistant pastor, the one only assistant pastor, Richard D. Holmes Jr., our son, he will be ministering tomorrow.
Amen.
If you can, stop by. Of course, you got to wear your mask and all of that, which we're doing social distancing. We're doing all of that. If not, tune in on Facebook and YouTube and all the rest of them. But this young man, he can preach. I want y'all to hear him on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's
okay, the question is, how long do you wait if the man says he's not ready? That's all you.
Well, you have no time to waste. So if he continuously say, I'm not ready, does that mean he's not ready to commit? I believe that's what you're saying. He's not ready to commit. Well, do not allow him to knock you down. I can't say a time frame, but I know one thing. We met a couple who was engaged for 15 years. We met a couple that was engaged for 15 years. And the only reason why they kept saying they were engaged is because she allowed it.
That's right.
So it can be as long as you allow it.
Yeah.
You can say, wait a minute now. We've been going together or been seeing each other for X amount of time. I need to know what's up. So I guess what I'm saying in this question, as a lady, you control that.
That's right.
You are the one that control how long do I wait. If you want to give them 60 days, you want to give them 90 days, you want to give them 6 months, you control that. And then if you see he's still saying, I like you a whole lot, but because I'm telling you, men are afraid of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
But you the one that control how long.
Yeah.
You control how long.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. You definitely the one that control that. For me, I wouldn't go past 2 years, at least 2 years.
2 years?
I'm saying 2 years. I said for me, that's a long time.
I think that's a long time.
But I'm just saying, if you all have been together and he's saying I'm not ready, 1 year. Let me change that back. 1 year. And the reason why I'm saying 1 year is because I would ask some questions. Okay, well, what will get you ready? What is the problem? Do you see this going into marriage? I would definitely ask some questions about it, because as Pastor said, you don't have time to waste. So, because that's taking up the space that the right man can come along. So, okay. Is there a difference in the term courtship or dating? How do they differ?
They are, I believe, similar, but I think courtship is supposed to be based on how long I live in, because they don't know how to use that word courtship anymore.
Yeah.
Remind me of the old TV show, Courtship of Eddie's Father. He was courting her to definitely marry her.
Mm-hmm.
So courtship is more, I think, serious, more on I'm courting to know you, to become my spouse.
Yeah.
Dating, I believe, and I'm not saying this is the right answer, but dating is more of I'm getting to know you.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know things about you.
Mm-hmm.
See if we got anything in common. But I think courting goes a little higher after we've known each other.
Right.
Know our values, what we have in common, what our differences are, to the point we're saying, hey, I think courting is almost close to engagement. It's closer to engagement.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's the answer I can get on that. That's a good question. You're gonna make me look that up. Who is that? Karen. It's Karen. I'll have to look that up and just see if I can get some more.
Courtship is pretty much
differences in there.
You're like, we want to.
I believe you're the one.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this another.
Dating is like, let me get to know you to see if I want you to be the one.
Right. We're off the the word I want to use.
The market.
We're off
off the market.
Yeah, we're off the market. I think we like each other a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good question, though. Very good question.
Very good question. And matter of fact, we're gonna deal with something next week where we talk about.
You don't tell us to talk about, because then you're gonna talk about it now.
No, I'm not gonna talk about it now.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not gonna talk about it now. I'm just gonna tell them what it is, but I'm not gonna.
Let me see if you can do it. Go ahead. Let me see.
Okay. So next week we're gonna talk about, does opposites really attract? We're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna talk about is that good for marriage, or having similarities? Same background, pretty much, or similar background, different things like that. Is that good for marriage? We're going to deal with that. We're going to deal with those next week. See, I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, good.
Does opposite attract? Does it really opposite really attract? Okay.
Well, Miss Karen brought up that courtship. I hadn't heard that in so long.
Yeah.
That's what my daddy and me say. Oh, I start courting your mama.
They don't say that nowadays. Nowadays, this generation, it just trips me out.
I think that's an over 60 word.
Over 50.
That's an over 60 word.
It's over 50.
But my dad used to say that. Boy, I start courting your mama. I start courting your mama. She looks so pretty.
Yeah, because I never used the word courting with you.
But
yeah,
that brought back memories. Courting you. I'm courting you.
I'm courting you. Any other questions, everybody? Anybody else? Now, folks just say, I'm in a relationship. They do. And I be wanting to say, what type of relationship you in?
I'm telling you,
a friendship relationship.
You remember the couple said they've been engaged for 15 years?
Yeah, I'm not. What did I tell her?
And you looked at her, and I looked straight at her.
Yeah, I looked at her. I say, girl, he not marrying you. 15 years,
y'all. 15 years.
He's not gonna marry you. How long should you wait if you have children together? Lots of single ladies with children out here. Just asking. Okay. How long should you wait?
Yes, that one.
Again, that's going to be up to the woman.
She said children together. That means the man.
Right. The man and the woman have children. So how long should you wait before you get married? That's going to be up to the woman. If the man still has not said he wants to get married, and you have children by this man, then I was, again, that's up to you. That's up to the woman to decide how long she's willing to wait. I pray it's not 15 years, because you can always co-parent. Nothing wrong with co-parenting. But if the guy is not ready, again, Pastor always is saying this, men are afraid of commitment, So it's up to the woman to decide how long she's willing to wait. Like I said, first and foremost, I said 2 years, then I changed that thing. I said a year. Because I want to get to the bottom of it. Why? What's going on? I mean, either I'm the one or you don't. Either you love me or you don't. Either you see a life with me or you don't. So you don't have to waste your time. You can move on to somebody else that's willing to commit. Because there's guys out there that's willing to commit.
Yeah.
And one thing I found out is if the woman does move on and the man find out that she's seeing somebody else, then he comes in to disrupt that relationship, feeling that she still has feelings for him. And I think that's so unfair. I think it's so unfair.
But even in this question too, Ms. Deborah, and I think I'm gonna come up with a word called, because I'm a doctor now, I'm gonna come up with a word called queenism.
All right.
Queenism, because you all got to remember, ladies, you are the queen, and you the queen. You're the goal that we're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
So you are in control. Now, you done had a couple of babies or a baby by the gentleman. He is not committed to you to marriage. You got to do something.
Yeah.
And you got to set a standard, because he's only going to do what you allow him to do.
That's right.
He's in the house with you. You're doing marriage stuff that you're supposed to be doing only when you're getting married.
You're cooking for him.
How long?
You're cleaning for him. You're washing his clothes.
How long are you going to take that? Because if you continue to allow it,
he's gonna keep going.
He ain't gonna never be ready.
That's right.
Why should he get ready?
That's right.
Like Dr. L said, you clean the clothes, you're cooking, you're doing marriage stuff, you already got a couple kids, you're doing all of this. Why? Why should I get married? So you got to do something. Y'all got to know how much power y'all got.
That's right.
Well, and I know some of you may say, well, if I tell him something, he'll leave me. And he ain't gonna want me no more. And you got to come up.
That's right.
And set where you want him to come. Now look, we got a baby together already. I'm already doing all this now. I'm gonna give you X amount of days, and I need a commitment.
And don't fall for that. It's just a piece of paper. Well, give me the paper. Yeah. I just don't believe in all this piece of paper. The paper don't tell you nothing. I can still leave when I'm with you. Okay, but give me the paper. All right. It don't mean nothing, then give me the paper. All right. Pastor, can you share some examples of a man giving a woman red flags that he's not ready for a commitment?
Yeah, I can give some red flags. Again, when you set that standard and you've been seeing him for a while, and he's always constantly telling you how he feel about you and all of that, and then you just come out and say, hey, let's make a commitment. Why won't you commit? I don't think I got enough right now to commit with you. That could be a red flag. I just don't know, if he keeps circling around that question, it could be a red flag.
If he's avoiding that question.
Yeah, that's what I call my circle, but that's a good word.
Okay.
When he's like avoiding, oh girl, you know I love you. You know we all right.
I don't need no paper to let us know that we love each other.
That could be a red flag. And then if he's so committed to you, or he's saying he wants you only, and he goes away for 2-3 days and you don't hear from him, and you're calling the same number that you always call, and he come up with some lame excuse, my phone was out, I went out of town, I didn't take my plug with me. All of that could be some red flags that he may not be the one.
That's right.
But again, if you don't remember nothing else tonight, remember this: you in control.
That's right.
And if he wants you, you tell him, here's what you got to do.
That's right.
Here's what you got to do. Now I've been together with you. I've given you time.
That's right.
And now time is out. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
And put it something like that. You straighten up or you ship out.
That's right.
Good question.
That's a good question. Any other question? Any other questions? I see
Look,
YouTube.
that Baby Wilson is watching.
You don't have any questions.
Praise God.
Instagram, any questions? Any questions?
Giant Killer is on Instagram. Hey there, DeAndre.
Okay, if there are no more questions, well, this has been great.
Amen.
You all don't have any other
Sean
questions?
Is watching. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. If you all don't have any other questions, then we're gonna get ready to go. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Amen.
Let me encourage you. We're gonna want to encourage you to.
Hey, RJ.
Hey, RJ. We want to encourage you to, keep holding on and keep setting your standards and keep doing what you're doing. Hold on. While dating, should women be giver of gifts as the man? While dating, should women be giver of gifts as the man? So you're talking about, should a woman give a man a gift? Again, that's your call. That's on you. I would not overdo it. Birthdays, I'll give him a gift. Christmas, I'll give him a gift. If you want to give a gift every now and then that's fine. But don't let it get to that point where it's like you are trying to buy his love, buying stuff for him all the time, and you're not allowing him to court you or allowing him to woo you. What's the word I'm looking for? Not allowing him to.
It's just he's trying to win you over.
Win you over.
He wants you. I'll be watchful.
I'll be very watchful about gifts, right, but birthday gifts, I would say okay. That's okay, but don't spend like $1,000 on something. No. You want to give him something for his birthday? I say okay, that's fine.
And what is the relationship?
I gave you something for your birthday. I gave you some jeans for your birthday.
Yeah, what is the relationship? How you all feeling about each other? How does he feel about you? What has he proven to you thus far?
Yeah.
And you want to give him a little something, a gift, a little something.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a friendship gift. Nothing that's going to come back and you feel like, oh my God, I spent all that money on him.
Yeah.
And he's no longer around me.
Taking him on a trip and all that.
I spent $1,000. I spent all this money on you. You gonna leave me?
He's trying to get you.
Let him.
They are hunters. Men are hunters. Yeah. Let him hunt. All right. Let him hunt. So I would say birthdays, okay. Christmas, okay. But to continue to give gifts and all of that, no, let him win you over. Let him buy you flowers, candy, socks, hats, whatever. Let him do stuff for you. He's got to win you over. Do you know in Africa, if I'm not mistaken, in over there in Africa, that when a man wants to be with a woman and he's thinking about even marrying her, he has to have a dowry, DOWRY, and it has to have a lot of money in it, unless the father will not give the daughter to that man to marry. I mean, that might be, you might say that's so old fashioned, but it's working.
Yeah.
And so I wish it would come over here in America, because women just give it away freely. They just free.
Huh?
Women give it away freely.
Listen, we got
to let them work for it. Let them work for it.
We got to get out of here. Let them know about your women talk.
I got women talk, sister talk coming October 1st. Oh wow, that's when you're gonna be.
Yeah,
you gotta go, but that's all right. But the sister talk is 7:00 p.m. and we're gonna be talking about some stuff. Hey, Sister Gail, you came on late, girl. We about to go. But we have sister talk every 1st and the 15th of the month. This coming Thursday, next Thursday. Is it Thursday? This coming Thursday, October 1st at 7 o'clock. You got to register. So go to Dr.Ladisa at Comcast.net. That's Dr. Dr. period LYDECIA at Comcast.net to register. I want to make sure that I get everybody in. I want to keep a count of the people that I have to come on Zoom. And also we're going to try to hit Facebook as well. But I would like for you to register. Registration is free. I'm not asking for anything. It's just that I want to keep the numbers up and want to start talking. I want people from everywhere. I want everybody to be. Birdie says she's going to be in Africa Sunday. But I want, that's funny. But I want ladies to register, and we want to keep our numbers up. We want people from, all the states to be there. We have people from Florida, from Louisiana, from California, from Minnesota, Texas.
All over. Yeah,
all over. Well, okay. Over. I have people from all over.
Amen.
So the registration again is Dr., which is D as in David, R as in Ronald, period, L, that's my name, L as in lemon, Y as in yellow, D as in David, E as in egg, C as in Charlie, I as in ice, A as in apple, at Comcast.net. Okay? Dr. Petit. Oh.
Yeah, you still have it. You still have it.
Yeah, I'm still having it. Yeah, I'm still having it. Yes, I understand, but I'm still having Sister Talk at 7 o'clock p.m. Okay?
And
so
let me say this. I'm starting a new teaching. I'm going to start a new teaching for those of you that are interested. It's going to be dealing with Jewish roots. Your Jewish roots.
Good.
That's linked in the Bible.
Yeah.
If you're interested in it, all I need you to do is email me at morningviewwordchurch@comcast.net. I'm developing a list. We're going to start probably sometime in October. Mm-hmm. And I want to serve you for you can know, because the Bible is a Jewish book, and you'll learn so much to help you in your everyday walk.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. People have been asking me about it. I've been practicing these principles since 2007. And even right now, we're headed into the Day of Atonement. Mm. So can't teach all that tonight. But if you're interested in learning your Jewish roots, I want you to email me at morningviewwordchurch@comcast.net and just drop me a line. I'm interested in learning my Jewish roots. It's going to be great.
Yeah. All right. That's all we have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you so much. It's a pleasure and an honor to come on and just share wisdom with you regarding living single or just life.
Amen.
Regarding life. So if you have any questions, it doesn't have to be just about living single, but just about life. We're answering those questions as well. All right. We love you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Bye, RJ. Just end it right there, right?
Mm-hmm.